The secret radar of attraction. You were about to discover the ultra-rare secret that most men will never know about attracting women. And no, it's not just be yourself or buy a tiger. I assure you, by the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly how to talk to women, how to get inside their minds, and how to make them eagerly await the next time they see you or hear from you. This is you, and this is the girl you'll be talking to. What should you say to her? What should you talk about? And how can you make your conversation flow smoothly without sounding like a nervous Wikipedia page? Let's start with the first mistake you can make when you start talking to a girl: overthinking. Don't overthink the topic of conversation or how you're going to speak. This isn't a job interview and you're not pitching your startup. Before we get into the juicy stuff, I want you to first change your perspective on this. Shift your internal mindset. When you're talking to a girl, remember, she's just a human being, nothing more. Don't place her on a pedestal just because she's attractive. She's not royalty. She still trips over her charger cable like the rest of us. From now on, every time you talk to a beautiful girl, I want you to remember me and tell yourself, she's just a human being. And while you're at it, remember to hit that subscribe button to Hidden Magnet Club, where we teach real attraction, not cheesy tricks or awkward lines. The second thing I want you to internalize is this: see yourself in a higher position while she's in a lower one. No, not in an egotistical way, just in a way that tells your brain, I'm the prize. Confidence starts with belief, not lines. Don't worry, I'll explain how to show this mindset without being a jerk, but for now, just listen. When you're talking to a girl, her subconscious mind, the same one that decides whether to friend zone you or flirt with you, is scanning you to see if you're the right man. This isn't science fiction, it's biology. If you've watched the other videos in the series, and if not, what are you doing? Go binge them after this. You'll know that women are emotional beings. They're drawn to what they feel, not what they think. Unlike men who might think, wow, she's cute, I like her. Women feel first, and their brain catches up later, sometimes never. The most important concept you must understand to succeed with women is attraction. Without it, it doesn't matter how nice, rich, or shredded you are, you're toast. Women act based on how they feel, period. Emotions drive their decisions more than logic. That's why you can't just convince her to like you with facts and a PowerPoint presentation titled, Why I'm Boyfriend Material. Attraction is a subconscious response women have toward certain behaviors. If you want her to feel that pull, you need to naturally incorporate those behaviors into your personality. Don't fake them, become them. But before we jump into the specifics, let me hit you with some facts. Women do not control who they are attracted to. Women do not control who they are not attracted to. Translation: if you've ever felt invisible to a girl even after helping her move, buying her food, and texting her good morning for 3 months, this is why. It's not logic, it's subconscious instinct. Picture it like this. Inside her brain is a radar. Once you start talking to her, it switches on. It scans your vibe to see if you're suitable. The kicker, it's disconnected from her logical mind. That's why some women end up falling for the same bad boy who cheats on them, ghosts them, and probably still uses their mom's Netflix account. Her logical brain is screaming no, but her radar's already locked in. So now remember this. Every girl, yes, even the CEO, the scientist, or the NASA astronaut, has a deep, unconscious drive to find the right man for her. That drive is biological. In the radar, it's doing all the matchmaking behind the scenes. She doesn't choose him, her radar does. So every time you talk to a girl, remember, that radar is scanning you. And one of the most important things it's looking for is this. Does this man see himself as better than me, or does he put me above him? If he shows signs that you see yourself as lower, she'll lose interest faster than a cat at a dog show. But if you treat her like someone who should earn your attention, if you show her you're confident, composed, and not trying too hard, her radar starts beeping like crazy. Sound complicated? Don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to talk to any girl and make her think about you all day long. And if you want more raw attraction psychology like this, subscribe to Hidden Magnet Club because we're just getting started. Part 2. Body language and conversation. Let's talk about how to show this confidence with something simple. Body language. You've probably heard all the classic advice, chin up, shoulders back, don't put your hands in your pockets. Forget all of it. If it made you irresistible, we'd all be dating runway models just by standing up straight. Instead, there are 3 key points to focus on. Point 1. Stop leaning in. Most guys lean toward a girl when they talk. This screams, "I'm too interested," and her radar hears it loud and clear. Instead, lean away slightly. It sends a subtle message, "I'm relaxed. I'm not desperate. I could leave if I wanted, but hey, you're lucky I'm here." Point 2. If she says something you don't like or shows disinterest, start to walk away. Not in a dramatic soap opera way. Casually, like this. Her says, "I'm not really interested." You say, "Yeah, I figured. I'm probably too much for you anyway. You seem like a sweet girl." And then take a step back. You'll either see her chase the conversation or drop a comment to pull you back. Why? Because attractive girls are used to being pursued, not ignored. When you don't chase, you become a puzzle. And puzzles are fun. Point 3. The way you sit or stand says more than any pickup line ever could. Think about it. When you sit next to someone important, you try to impress them. You sit up straight, stay polite, laugh at their jokes, even if they say, "I'm into NFTs." But when you're with your close friend or brother, you relax, you slouch, you don't overthink anything. You just be. That's the vibe you want with women. When you sit next to her, sit like you would with a close friend. Comfortable. At ease. Not trying to impress. If you want to put your hands in your pockets, do it. Cross your legs? Fine. Lean back? Even better. The point is, comfort signals high value. So ditch the body language rules. Focus on feeling good in your skin. When you do that, she will feel it too. Confidence isn't in the pose, it's in the piece. Now, let's talk conversation. Here's the formula you must burn into your brain. 50% of the conversation should be about her. 30% should be about the environment or random topics. 20% should be about you. Now, you might ask, why only 20% about me? What if I'm super interesting? Well, think about a job interview. Who does most of the talking? You. Why? Because you want the job. The person doing less talking is in control. Same thing applies here. When you talk too much about yourself, you signal that you need her approval. And let's be honest, if your life story includes, "I play FIFA and eat cereal at midnight," you might want to ease into it. So focus on her. Ask about her dreams, childhood, passions, weird hobbies, what she does in her free time, her favorite Disney villain, anything that makes her talk and feel something. Then 30% should be light, silly, or spontaneous. Talk about the weather, the room, a squirrel you saw doing parkour. Doesn't matter. Just don't try to be deep. This isn't a philosophy exam. And finally, 20% about you. But here's the twist. Never use this to flex. Instead, make fun of yourself a little. Be playful. Instead of saying, "I once saved a dog from drowning," say, "I once tried to save a dog from drowning and ended up falling in myself. The dog looked disappointed in me." Self-deprecating humor shows confidence, and confidence is magnetic. Also, keep some mystery. If she asks what you do for a living, say, "Well, let's just say I make bad decisions look good." Or, "I could tell you, but then you'd probably stalk me on LinkedIn, and I'm not ready for that level of commitment." Mystery makes her curious. Curiosity makes for chase. Remember, attraction is not about being perfect, it's about being real, confident, and unpredictable. That's the cocktail her radar cannot resist. And if you want the full playbook of conversation secrets that make women think about you nonstop, subscribe to Hidden Magnet Club, because this is just the beginning. Do you want me to expand both sections to make each one a full 12-minute video, like a part 1 and part 2 series, or keep them as they are, 2 halves of one long video?